Let us all join together. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Now we are all going to listen to ourselves, because I am now going to speak into this microphone. As we join together in Radhe Govinda Bhaja Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda In another scripture, we are told that God so loved His followers that He gave His only begotten Son to them. For you, for God so loved you and has so great a love and mercy for you, He has come Himself to save you and to set an example and to be an ideal personality for you to follow, to establish Dharma back for you. This is the greatness and the gracefulness and the love and compassion of the avatar of the various Hindu deities that we are so fortunate to have in our midst. And when I say within our midst, I include all of you. Because last night we saw in prayer, Ishwara and Sajiva Avinashi, you are, each one of you, a particle of the divine manifested here. Last night I promised that we are going to look at avatar, the meaning of avatar, and what it means to us, how this phenomenon, this promise, this prophecy that from age to age in Hinduism has been handed down and has been borrowed throughout in others, what it means to all of us. And inasmuch as we are celebrating Janam Ashtmi here, Bhagavan Sri Krishna takes his manifestation and appear here with his four arms. Check together over his basuri. See what will happen inside his Mandir here. Will we have the courage to face him? Even Arjuna did not have the courage to face him inside Bhagavad Gita. And he said, come down form to your real form, simplicity, when we know one another as boys running around the place. And therefore, are we prepared with all the prayer that we are doing? And last night I dealt with prayers. Are we prepared to meet and go wholeheartedly Dwar Tumhari Ayu Maya छोड़ जगत that I'm giving up the few moments to meet with God. Are we prepared? Yeah. And therefore, God is so merciful though. And when does He come? Bhagavad Gita tells us in a wonderful shloka. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Avyathanakharmasya Taratmanam Shriyamyam Paritraya Sadhunam Vinachaya Chadushkritam Dharmastapan Artaya Shambhami Yuge Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. And a very wonderful legend that I came across, and you can tell by this how old I am, that I'm just about 18 right now to be old person. This must be about 45 years ago I came across this legend. I borrowed Sister Leela's book and I find it here once again. I had this recorded once. जब जब होता नाश धर्म की और पाप भर जाता है तब लेके अवतार प्रभु यह विश्व शांति पाता है यह विश्व शांति पाता है यह विश्व शांति पाता है जब जब होता नाश धर्म का that whenever there is a decline in righteousness, when there is transgressions in society that is happening, the moral fiber of society is being destroyed and is decaying. Our own self is being destroyed. We are destroying ourselves by not thinking positively. We are destroying ourselves by neglecting to uplift ourselves. We are destroying ourselves by neglecting to cater for our family. Then that family as a unit, this self as a person in a family unit, the family unit as a unit in community start to degrade. The moral fiber of society starts to degrade itself and starts to fall. Bhagwan Shri Krishna tells us, our papa bharadata hai, that sins start to multiply. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanim bhavati bharata. He tells us inside Bhagavad Gita that we chanted just now. Tabalete avatar Prabhu. Then Prabhuji, this song is saying here, Tabalete avatar Prabhu. He takes avatar, he takes appearance. He manifests himself to do what? Ye Vishwa Shanti Pata. Shanti, peace, tranquility. Vishwa, the world again, in our own world. It takes manifestation to bring peace and establish dharma, as inside the verse it tells us here. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata apyuttana dharmasya taratmanam srijamiyam. Whenever there is a decline in righteousness, O Arjuna, and righteousness is on the ascendancy, I manifest myself. For whom? And what is the appropriate time for him to come? Paritranaya sadhunam. Now, for the protection of the righteous people. Now, if there is an ascendancy of unrighteousness, therefore there's a few people and there's within us some righteousness still existing. But tamasic qualities and rajasic qualities tends to take us and take us over and betray us. That is the time when we get into satsang. That is the time when we get into prayer. That is the time when we associate ourselves in the correct company, that sattvic qualities start to blossom within us. The Lord manifest and reveal Himself. Because, as I said, He is a part and particle of each and every one of us. And why? We have the capacity to uplift ourselves. There is a difference between birth, and many says, Janam liya, that the Lord takes birth. Avatar liya, He appears. There is a difference. An avatar is a descent of God into man to come to show us and dwell among us, to go through the trials and tribulations, and to show man that there are challenges in life that must be faced. And if we look around at the brief sketch of comparative religion, that we will find that Christ was nailed on the cross for his beliefs. Sri Ram was sent to Banbas. And even in India, Buddha, who was born there, could not set his religion up in India, had to go to another land. But they have all come to show that there are difficulties here, and to show that they could be surmounted, because all of them they have not used, or very rarely have they used the supernatural gifted power that they have come with, but choose to go through the difficulties in order to show man of his own capacities.